But Manvi, do you feel added pressure when it's a theatrical release because it's you and Patralekhaa who are headlining it, who are carrying it on your shoulders?
Yeah, thanks. I hadn't thought of it that way. But no, of course, it feels. I mean, it's like I mean, I don't know actually, because it's also, in a way, it's also interesting because I've never had that, right? So I don't know. It's exciting. I'm like, let's see how this goes. I have a feeling that people are going to like the film. Like the ones who watch it will definitely like it. Now it's about getting people to watch it, and that's usually what eventually it boils down to with every film. You know, so I hope it's the kind of film that's not, you will enjoy it. You know, it's such a feel good. It's such a slice of life. It's such a breezy film. You don't even realize when it's over, and you want to see more of it. So I have a feeling people will like it if they go and watch it. If they go with their friends, you know, like, and I'm hoping younger people will go bunk their college, school, whatever, and go watch the film, and they'll really enjoy it. So, yeah, I don't know about the pressure part because I haven't, like I said, thanks, because I hadn't thought about it. But yeah, fingers crossed. Let's see.
Yeah. Patralekhaa is not here. She's, I believe, on a maternity break. And last time I met her was during her production debut, Toaster.
Toaster, correct.
And she said that, you know, she's just been running around producing one baby to another, as in one actual baby to a film. And she even posted her frustration on Instagram, and she said that, you know, she was being fat shamed by the media because, and she said that do you not know what I've been up to?
Yeah.
So as a fellow woman, as her co-star, what was your reaction to that? Why, like, how do you still find it weird that that's still a thing and pretty much a...
Yeah. And I feel it's so, like, it's so ridiculous. Like, it's 2026, you know, we can't believe we're still talking about this. And I had a chat with Patra about it, and I was like, you know, just like, I can't believe it's so ridiculous. Like, I was like, they don't even dignify it with a response, you know, it doesn't even need your attention. I mean, you've got so much going on in your life. Like, you know, I said, don't even give it any mental space. And of course, it's easier for me to say because I wasn't at the receiving end of it. And maybe she did feel the need to say it. So, but yeah, like, it's unbelievable that people still talk like this, and especially when, like you said, like, she just had a baby, man. Like, what do they expect women to do? You know, I don't know. So but they're just opinions at the end of the day. They're not facts. So that's okay.
They are, but you know, there's so much chatter about making life and work easier for women who've just turned mothers. But why don't we just start with making their life easy by just being, you know, kind?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you're no stranger to working with other women. 4 More Shots, Please just ended after 4 seasons, and what a run.
Yeah.
But I was reading an old interview of yours where you said that, you know, by the end of the shoot, we were so much in sync that even our menstruation cycles were in sync.
Yeah.
But what does it feel to be on a set which is all women? You know, the camera person is a woman, the makers, the co-stars, because it's still such a rarity, especially in Indian cinema.
Yeah, so it's like you said, it was a very different experience, especially season 1 when we started, right? Because, and it was also very, like, liberating to see so many women, and there were times that we had to, because otherwise, you know, when you're on a set, it's a workspace eventually, and, you know, you're very careful about, like, even the jokes you're cracking or whatever, so, or the things you're saying. But suddenly on that side, we were all so free, and we were like, you know, and then we had to kind of, because it's not like there were no men, there were men, so we had to kind of curtail our instincts and be like, yeah, like, he shouldn't feel inappropriate or, you know, whatever. So there were times when we would be like, we're so sorry, guys, we're so sorry. And they were like, no, it's okay. So it's definitely liberating. But I also want to say that it's not like a lot of the sets that are run by men, whether it's Kartik or anything else, you know, whether director is a male. I have fortunately been so lucky that I have worked with very sensitive directors. So they are while they are male biologically and in every other way, but they have a sense of empathy, they have a sensitivity to a lot of things, which really helps, I think. And I think that's what you want eventually, right? And yeah, so it's great.
Kartik, you've been the captain of the ship on this film, you know, the driver, but both her and Patralekhaa have been like pillion riders. So when you were writing a film or directing a film which is about women and their journey and their friendship, do you also somehow rely on them for their inputs like on set?
Yes,
to kind
absolutely.
of make it
absolutely.
more
So,
authentic.
yes, absolutely. So anyway, as a filmmaker, I am quite dependent on any actor.
Yeah.
But for this particular script, absolutely. Like even in fact, when I met Maanvi, I told her that, you know, this is okay, we've written it. Actually, if you see, interestingly, 2 boys have written the script, and I was very, you know, careful about it, and I didn't want to impose that at all. So then we actually got a 3rd writer on board, Smriti, who had sort of, and my brief to her was simple: listen, we have written it. Okay, we have women in our lives, we have mothers, sisters, partners, but and we try and empathize with them as much as possible, but still there is no way that we can be true, 100% true to what being a female is. So why don't you just, you know, just take this, keep the plot the same, the story the same, the characters the same, and just whatever you want to do, you do. And then she actually added so much to the script, and in fact the names of the characters were something else before, and she was the one who said, you know, this should be this. And so that was the first step. Then after that, when I went to Maanvi and Patralekhaa, I was not even, like you said, I'm a driver and they were pillion, and eventually I became the pillion and they were the drivers. And I told Maanvi that please, wherever you feel that that doesn't happen, that situation can't happen, and especially on a road trip, doing it as a female will be a completely different experience. The things that you will face are not the same as what I feel. Like for instance, मैं आपको बता देता हूँ एक बात मेरे को अच्छे से याद है that like there is a spray that you get when you are using a public washroom, you spray the seat with that. Like that is something I wouldn't have thought of, and that was Maanvi had told me that, you know, we always carry it in our bag. So stuff like that. So I was very much dependent on them to add their perspective in the character, and I was very open unless it doesn't change their core of the character and the script, you know, please go ahead and improvise and change whatever they want.
No, like he legit asked. It wasn't even like we were allowed to or something. He asked us, like in the beginning. I remember he said, even before we went on floor, and he said that, listen, is there anything that you think needs to be added, that any insight that we might have missed or anything, you know, especially when it comes to women traveling on a road trip and all of that. And yeah, we did add, or even then once we went on floors and we started shooting, he was always very collaborative, and he was like, matlab, I mean, we never felt, in fact, we went to him with really stupid suggestions also, you know, but
like?
then we felt like we had the freedom to go to him with anything. So yeah.
Stupid suggestions like?
Some very random, like I would just keep on improvising, and he'd be like, okay, bus, now stop, we can't have it's a scene, it's not the whole film. So I was like, okay.